Hey guys, I'm Becky and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that we all made it out of 2020 and now we're barreling through 2021 in what is just an incredibly interesting year with the news and the president and just everything going on with the stock market. It is crazy. So I thought it would be a really good idea to kind of go back over what happened in 2020. So without further ado, let's get into it. Between my investments and stocks and bonds and peer-to-peer lending, I made just over $1,800 in total for my investments in 2020. I actually stopped investing in peer-to-peer lending with Lending Club back in 2019. Because Lending Club was based on short-term loans between 36 or 60 months in duration, it's going to take a few years to be completely finished with those residual investments. I was actually just ahead of the direct transition away from being a lending platform and their new acquisition of Radius Bank. So I did that because I started to see a really sharp decline in my returns back in 2018. So I started to pull back and then drew out completely from investing in 2019. While I mainly focus on a long-term investment strategy, I do really enjoy dabbling in day trades and swing trades. In 2020, I made right around 80 short-term swing trades with an average return of just under $31 per trade. But I did have a few trades that really stood out for some good reasons and some pretty bad reasons. Both of those trades were with pharmaceutical companies based out of Canada. They were both involved with COVID and trying to market a reputable vaccine or drug to combat that. The first trade I made was on July 6th with 700 shares of ticker symbol BLU. This was just after a 79% decline after their drug candidate failed. The trading volume jumped up from under 1 million trades to over 100 million trades on the 6th. So I jumped in and pulled out after making a profit of more than $500. The second trade was made on July 24th with 225 shares of ticker symbol ABUS. The company was in a patent dispute regarding a potential COVID vaccine that did not pan out well. The day started out good and then followed up with more than a 20% decline in stock value. I tried to catch the price jump and I absolutely missed terribly. By the time I closed out of my position, I was down close to $600. Both of these trades were incredibly risky. Only one paid off while the others didn't. I took these risks because of how volatile the market was and how it responded to each new news update on a potential drug or vaccine for COVID. The news and hope of that COVID vaccine led millions of people to jump from one company to the next with each potential chance for a cure. So you should not expect that level of return on all the trades that you're making. Like I said earlier, my average return rate is only $31. So headed into 2021, I'm super excited for what this year is going to bring, what challenges and obstacles I'm going to have to learn from, and the new experiences that I'm going to have. Starting out this year, I had just over $19,000 invested in long-term stocks and about $1,300 still invested in that peer-to-peer lending with Lending Club. Now, the goal for my stock portfolio is to function as a long-term dividend account. So my diversification strategy is broken down by different sectors and areas within the market itself. I try and stay pretty close to this breakdown. The majority of my dividends are going to be coming from the real estate sector and the finance sector as well. So my estimates for the end of 2021 are going to be about $850 in dividends and about $400 return from the Lending Club. I'm estimating that my stock portfolio will be valued at just over $20,000 in long-term stocks. That is questionable because I have 3 outstanding trades that I'm waiting to close out of. Their swing trades, and if those end positively within the next year, fingers are crossed that they do, I've been waiting a little while, then they'll see a little bit bump up because I've got about $1,500 in each one of those three. So hopefully those will pan out on a benefit for my gain, and I'll increase my stock value, my long-term stock value in the end with it too. So cheers to 2020 coming to a close and walking into 2021 with whatever else is going to go on. Craziness. So let's enjoy the ride.